So I've been getting a lot of questions about how do I do a zero-based budget, what is a zero-based budget, etc. So for me, with everything that's going on in our lives, I just try to keep it as simple as possible. So I really start with, I like a big calendar. And the reason why I like a big calendar is because even though my husband right now doesn't have any income, he's still the head of our household. And so, of course, he, trusts me to cover the bills and all that kind of stuff, but I still look to him for guidance. I run things by him. And I also communicate with him and let him know exactly what's going on. So, I'm a planner girl and I have a budget planner, but my husband is not interested in trying to look through my planner to see what's what. And so I use this calendar. It sits on my desk. He can always see it. Really, anybody in the house can see it. Ain't no secrets over here. And so this is the way I do it. But what I do is I mark my paydays, of course, in the amounts I expect. Now, what I write for my amounts I've already deducted my tithes out because I don't budget my tithes because that's something that I give first and then I manage my budget after that. Okay, so I write the amounts that I'm expecting. Now, when it comes to income, my children, my son lives with me, and then so does my daughter, and they do contribute. But I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, they're young adults, and yes, they're reliable most of the time, but things happen, they mess up, stuff like that. So because of that, I do not count the money that they contribute because I know I can count on my paycheck coming in. I know that for a fact. So that's what I budget from. All right. I don't include any Etsy money. I don't include YouTube money. Nothing miscellaneous that's not guaranteed. I don't count any of that into my budget. I only count what I know for a fact that will come in. So I mark my paydays first and the amounts. All right. And then I go through all my bills. I list every single one with their totals on the due dates. Right. Then payday comes around, like take the 4th, for instance. So when I get paid on the 4th, I only get paid bi-weekly. So I know that when this money comes in here, I need to cover everything that needs to be paid until I get paid again, right? So I highlight, this is my paycheck, I highlight it in pink. Everything in pink I need to cover, all right? The stuff in purple, those are like subscriptions and mostly subscriptions. And I have those coming out on a credit card and I pay the credit card off. So I highlight it in a different color because I don't deduct that from this money. Why? Because I'm paying the credit card off. If I deduct this from my money and then turn around and pay the credit card off, I'm paying these bills twice. So I highlight it different so I know don't deduct this because it's already being accounted for in my credit card balance. I hope that makes sense. All right. So the other things, and then I list this pay period, I highlight in a different color because this is a different pay period, right? So I put, this is the total for what I use in cash, all right? What I hope to use in cash. I'll put it that way, all right? And so I put that total, here's the total for the month, $820. And for each paycheck, I would need $410 each time. So I highlight that in green because that's what I get out in cash. All right. So here's the 4th I get paid. I got to cover all of this. And then right here, the day before payday, I put my total for that pay period. As you can see here, my budget is top heavy. Most of my bills are due on the first half of the month. So without my husband's income, this used to be okay because we were both getting paid. But without his income, what I do is sometimes these bills here, they're mostly like utilities. I may have to arrange to move them over to a later date. Like this list right here, I'll probably call if I need to. That's one option. If I need to, I'll call and ask for an extension and take them out of this paycheck if I need to. But other money may come in, or what my kids contribute may cover it. But I'm just being honest and real with my number about what I have coming in. All right. So here's the total here, $4,562. And then I'll get paid again. I get paid again. Here's the bills I have to cover all the way up until the next payday. The next payday will be in December. It'll be December 2nd. So I do have a few bills on the 1st that I'll have to cover in December as well, with my November check as well, just the ones on the 1st. And then I put this total right before the next payday. Now you can see this total is $1,541. So you can see how they're so different in terms of what's due. So down here in the bottom corner, I have my total income, $5,200. My total expenses, $6,103. That leaves me a negative $903. Okay? So if I had no other monies coming in, the first thing I would try to skim down on is my cash. Okay? I would try to reduce that. All right. So things like that, I go from there. These are variable and these can be adjusted. These are my bills, my fixed expenses you can't really do anything about. If I had to, these few, you can see I don't have a lot of subscriptions because I went through and canceled most of them. But I could also go in and cancel these. But as you can see, the amounts that really wouldn't make that much of a difference. So that's why I'm trying to really push my Etsy shop. I'm really trying to push my people to watch my videos so I can get a YouTube check. All those little things add up to help offset this negative $903. So this is how I do it. Now, in the event when I subtracted my expenses from my income and I had a positive balance, that's the money that I would contribute to saving or debt. All right, savings or debt. I would keep a little bit of a buffer in my account just in case. And then the rest would go to savings or debt. And that would bring me to a zero-based budget. That's it. That's the zero-based budget method. My cash, I put in cash envelopes in my wallet to reduce my spending, and therefore during the weeks and stuff like that, the only thing my checking account is doing is paying auto pays, not paying expenses or my spending, because this is what helps me limit myself, is my spending is in cash. I hope that makes sense. If you guys like this method, let me know down below. It's very easy, and I still keep my binder because I like my binder and my planner, but this is what I keep available in the house, so my husband always knows. And as each thing auto pays or I pay it, I just check it off, and he can at any time look and see that bills are being paid and what's next or what doesn't have a check mark. He can ask me, hey, it's the 16th, but Allstate is not checked off. What's going on? And I can tell him, oh, okay, well, we didn't have enough, so I'm paying it on the 18th. I made an arrangement for the 18th. Something like that, just to keep him in the loop. So hope that makes sense, to kind of, because people tend to think that zero-based budget means you spend all your money. In my case, yeah, I am. I don't even have enough. And guys, please don't forget, there are 2 more days left to purchase the Larry TKO challenge from Alicia at Hands and Bands Etsy shop. She has generously been donating the proceeds of this challenge to our family for the month of October. So we still have 2 more days where you can purchase this challenge, and the proceeds will go directly to our family. And I just want to send a special thank you to my girl for being so wonderful and so amazing. And I would hope you guys would not just purchase the challenge, but take a look at her shop, purchase something else, and definitely subscribe to her channel because she's amazing. Thank you. But it does not mean you spend all your money. It means you give all your money a job. You give all your money something to do. You don't just leave it in your account and just spend it frivolously. You give it something to do. So I hope that makes sense. You guys, please, if you like this type of content, please subscribe down below so you can watch my journey and see how I figure out November, because I will let you know. And just subscribe, turn on your notification bell. I'd love to have you as part of my YouTube family. Please watch some extra videos for me, especially these last few days in October. And as always, I wish you guys peace, love, and prosperity. Bye for now.